Hello, Victor. Hello, all delegates in Cartagena, Colombia. How much I would love to be in Cartagena. I have been to Colombia twice in my lifetime. The first time ever was in 97, 98, soon after I won the Nobel Peace Prize, and I was actively involved in negotiations with ELN to rescue 15 youth hostages. That was my first ever experience in hostage negotiation and the first ever visit to that great country, Colombia. I traveled all over the area, including Medellin, all the way up to the mountain areas where 15 youth had been held hostage by ELN. And then I went back to Colombia more recently when President Santos invited me and some other Nobel Peace Laureates to look firsthand the experience in the post-conflict and the cessation of hostilities peace agreement with FARC. What a dramatic change from 20 years ago to today or to last year when we were in Colombia. So I have to first congratulate all Colombians who participated in this long, arduous struggle for peace. But peace is not achieved only with a peace agreement. We can have a peace agreement, we might start the disarmament process. I know this is taking place in Colombia, or was taking place with assistance from the United Nations. However, it requires determination, patience, humility, wisdom on all sides. We in Timor-Leste, we had a 24-year conflict with the Republic of Indonesia. We are a small country, predominantly Catholic. Indonesia, predominantly Muslim, the largest Muslim majority in the world. We were invaded, occupied for 24 years. 200,000 Timorese lost their lives, and that is 30% of the population. And yet, we decided the best course for us is national reconciliation, healing the wounds among all Timorese, and healing the wounds with our aggressor, the Republic of Indonesia. This has been enormously successful. The national reconciliation among Timorese who were divided in the past, and reconciliation with Indonesia that has enabled today the two countries, Timor-Leste, 98% Catholic, Indonesia, Muslim majority, to have the best possible relationship between two countries in Asia. It requires concessions, compromise on all sides. It requires courage to forgive, because in my view, at least in circumstances of my country and others that I'm very familiar with, you cannot attain peace, lasting peace, if you allow yourself to be hostage of the past, to be dominated by the desire, the anger of extracting revenge. Revenge through prosecutorial justice, that whoever committed a crime must serve time in jail. Sometimes we have to forgive and let it go. Doesn't mean forget. No one can legislate our mind. They cannot legislate our heart, our soul. That is a personal decision. And the personal decision that each of us have had to make is that we forgive, because we got a greater justice. The greater justice is that today we are free, democratic, living in peace and dignity. But we can talk about many other challenges in Southeast Asia. as well as in Africa, Middle East, and even in the heart of Europe, where there are still persistent tensions in Kosovo, in Bosnia, and then further east in Ukraine and Russia. In view of this, I would say countries like Timor-Leste, we have to focus on our own country, consolidate peace and tolerance and mutual respect. Countries like Colombia, you must have the courage, the vision to let the past, not to let the past dominate your present and your future. The past of enormous suffering in Colombia, which we are very familiar with. I witnessed it with my own eyes. It has left deep, deep scars. People who are still alive and who suffer or were witness. You just have to have the courage, because you have no choice, but to engage with FARC, ELN, with everybody, to bring about the reconciliation in Colombia, a fantastic country with incredible resources and incredible people, highly educated. Some of the greatest writers in the world are to be found in Colombia, or originated from Colombia. You have resources, people, land, minerals, water, forests. You can be one of the wealthiest countries in the world, but to build prosperity, you need peace. You need dialogue, tolerance, inclusiveness. Muchas gracias para ustedes. De Timor-Leste les envío mis saludos solidarios para todos los hermanos en Colombia que conocí primera vez, había 20 años. Y muchas felicitaciones por todos los esfuerzos de todos en Colombia por lograr una paz verdadera para todo el pueblo de Colombia. Gracias.